Hi, I'm your host Kareem. Welcome to Maximum Sustained Performance. So, how does testosterone affect energy levels? Shouldn't I just grab a bunch of Starbucks coffees and go? Why do I need TRT? Or will TRT make me a beast? Will I be running circles? Will I be a 20-year-old Superman like I was? Will it still be sluggish? Will it be gradual? How will it affect my energy levels? Because that's a big thing. A lot of people want TRT because, they're just not as active. Yes, there are other added benefits. Is performance with your partner. There is health benefits to it. There's also helping clear up brain fog. But how does it specifically affect energy levels? Or what is there to know about that? Because there's a lot of different concepts around that. And I want to talk to you about that and give you some of the information so you can make a decision. So welcome back to the channel. And if you've been feeling sluggish, unmotivated, you're getting that sloth feeling, you don't have the motivation to do it. Low testosterone might be the culprit, and today we're talking about low testosterone. How does it affect energy levels, and can TRT really help that? What can you expect? So stick around to find out. I'm going to break down everything, but before we do that, if you find this video helpful, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to know when I post more videos. Let's talk about testosterone and energy. Don't get up at 3 a.m. with 6 coffees to figure this out. But testosterone and energy. So, got some testosterone molecules. Does it just make you, run around like you were 15 or 20 again? Now, a lot of people will think testosterone. What do you think of? You think of muscles, getting the guns out. You think of masculinity. Okay, I have a beard. You kind of have this, picture maybe of a rugged, tough dude or muscular guy or something like that. That's what a lot of people think about when they think testosterone. Someone manly looking, Zeus, something of Greek architecture, something in Greek mythology. But it's not just that. It plays a key role in energy production. It affects metabolism, blood cell production, mitochondrial function, and this is all crucial for sustained energy. So when you think testosterone, you don't just want to think, I want to change how you think about that. I'm not necessarily Conan the Barbarian myself, although maybe, I need a shave, which I understand, but it's not just, facial hair and muscles and lifting. It affects metabolism, so you can't get that little bit of extra pudge off. You can't get rid of, that little extra fat, or you just feel tired and you feel sluggish all the time. You're doing everything right. You're drinking your water, you're taking your supplements, you're lifting, you're eating all the healthy stuff, taking, you're getting your vitamin D in, but your energy levels, they just dropped, and you're sitting on the couch thinking, bro, I don't want to do anything. I don't even want to watch the end of this video. 15 minutes is a long time. Or you're getting a little bit of brain fog. So think of testosterone as an all-encompassing thing, not just a picture of masculinity, although it is that. I would say that's still a limited view. So when testosterone levels drop, fatigue, brain fog, even depression follows. And this is why many men with low T feel they're falling off, they're constantly drained. But can TRT actually fix this? Or can you get your energy levels back? So, I would say that let's break it down. TRT can help restore energy levels in different ways. Increase red blood cell production, and give more oxygen to muscles and organs, which means better endurance. So yes, you will get that better pump. You will get better mitochondrial function. That means the powerhouses of the cells work better. That will increase your energy. Stabilizing cortisol levels. Now, what is cortisol? You may have heard that word, but it's your fight or flight hormone. It's not a bad thing, but if you have fight or flight all the time, let's face it, in today's world, we're stressed. Send me a report, send me this, send me that, send me that. I have the review next week. Oh, my wife said this, or my friend, or I'm not sure what's going to happen with this, and this. I get stressed. My cortisol levels, whoop. And taking tons of cold showers, if you're doing that, that does raise cortisol. And drinking, if you're smashing the coffee, that's why I was making the joke in the beginning, hitting tons of coffee, not necessarily good for your testosterone. It will push up your energy a little bit, but it'll push your cortisol up here. And hey, if we're on fight or flight all the time, it's going to be bad. So it reduces the cortisol levels, it reduces stress, fatigue, all that stuff. and optimizes sleep quality. Less waking up at night. Some of you guys might be like, "Ugh, I'm waking up at night. Oh my God!" You need to get REM sleep. A lot of people think they can just push a nap in an hour thing. No, because you need to get deep sleep to repair stuff. Otherwise, things don't work. Now, most men on TRT report feeling an energy boost within a few weeks, but I'd say full benefits can take a few months. A lot of people will think, oh, I'll just take it 1 or 2 times. And okay, this is great. It boosts mitochondrial function. It's going to help my cells. It's going to help my metabolism. I'm going to be in great shape. I'm going to be running around. I'm going to have all this energy. And in a few weeks, you might feel a slight uptick. Remember, supplements, TRT, all this stuff, whatever you're taking, whether it's, something to help boost your testosterone, naturally, tonkat ali, ashwagandha, anything like that, substantial, all good. But you're going to have to do it gradually. Same with TRT. Although TRT is going to push it up way faster, it's still going to take the first few weeks you are going to notice a difference. I will say you will notice a difference. Will you become Superman in the first few weeks? Will you just be running, marathons and, lifting crazy like you did when? Probably not. But in a few months, I think you'll see a significant difference. But it's not just about getting our TRT, it's doing things the right way. You want to do things the right way with energy levels. So there are some common mistakes that kill energy gains and gains too. And this is poor dosing. So you want to make sure you talk to a professional, you get the right dose. It's not just, oh, hey, some influencer said, or even I said, TRT can do this, so I'm just going to, boom, get an injection. How much is the dose? How much do you need? How low are you? Are you hypogonadal? Are you a little bit teetering off the edge? Or, what is your free? What is your total? Do you know that? If you don't know that, it's going to be a little difficult to figure out. Lifestyle issues. That's a big one. Now, I'm going to give all this information. Someone think, wow, this is a miracle thing. No, you have to, I would say you got to lift at least a few times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. You got to get some cardio in. You got to get some sunlight in. You got to get some water. You got to get some sleep. There is no magical supplement or TRT that's going to do this for you. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. If you have bad lifestyle habits, it's not going to help your energy. It's also going to kill your energy gains and your other gains. And lack of monitoring. So what do I mean by that? Even if you have your lifestyle on point, even if you have good dosage, and you're just like, okay, I took some dosage, I got an injection or a gel or a patch. I'm good. I feel good, so I'm good, right? Are you? I don't know. What is your free T now? What is your total testosterone? And that's the problem. A lot of people don't monitor things. A lot of people don't know where they're at. A lot of people don't know if they're in good shape, bad shape, some kind of shape. You just don't know. So if you're not monitoring, how do you know? You don't. You can guess, but it's not just a feeling. You really do want to see some numbers. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, you want that energy, but if you're feeling sluggish, chances are it's down. Now, when it goes back up, it's not all magic. So you want to see, what is my free? What is my total? You don't want to just guess. Now, some guys they hop on TRT and they're like, all right, I expect miracles. I expect, energy improvements. I want to become like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that. But you need to do these things correctly. To me, the magic really is, there isn't really any magic. But if there is, it's consistency. It's having a good lifestyle, good practices, good diet, having a good outlook, a realistic outlook, and then implementing these things gradually, doing things correctly. Now, here are some key mistakes to avoid, because I don't want you. Incorrect dosage. You take too much or too little, it can mess up hormone balance. Now, you shouldn't be administering it yourself, obviously, or you shouldn't get your gym bro to do it. That's a bad idea, or your friends or anything like that. You should go talk to a professional. So many influencers are just like, this is awesome, go take it. This is awesome, go take it. This is great, go take it. No, bad. You go talk to a professional, someone who knows what they're doing, has a clinic, has actual certifications in this, and then go get your numbers, so your free, your total, and then let's rock it from there. Now, you might have a lack of lifestyle support. TRT isn't a free pass. Like a lot of people say, oh, I got TRT, whew, I'm done. Or a lot of people say, hey, I took Tonkelali, Sustanch, all right, cool. I took some supplements or something. It's not a free pass. And the thing about you need a good diet, you need exercise, you need good sleep, you need water. You can't just say, hey, I'm done with everything and then hope for a miracle, because there is nothing like that. If there is, most people would not really care for the lifestyle and just do whatever. You can't just sit on the couch and eat chips all day. Sorry. Also, you can't ignore other hormones. You're like, all right, testosterone, cool. No, you have estrogen, and men do need a little bit. DHEA, you need that. Thyroid hormones, which your cortisol. Do you know? They all play a role, and they can play a role in your energy levels as well. If one of those things is extremely unbalanced, it's going to cause problems. Now, skipping regular blood work is bad, so it ensures that optimal levels exist without side effects. And the real results, what can you expect? What can you actually expect realistically? Well, what do real men experience on TRT? Many report that they have more motivation to hit the gym, better focus and mental clarity, less midday crashes, grogginess, improved stamina throughout the day, and also, I would say it's going to have better effects potentially with your partner. But results are going to vary. TRT is life-changing, but not an instant fix, not a miracle cure, but it requires consistency, monitoring healthy habits, getting your blood work, and consulting a professional. So guys, that is the truth with testosterone and energy levels. That's a wrap and a deep dive in TRT and your energy levels. Have you tried TRT? Are you on TRT? How has it helped your energy level? I've heard different things from different people. Some people, the motivation went way up. Some people, it's the same, but they got some added benefits. Maybe some people didn't notice everything because, we're all different. Just because this is what's reported, everybody's going to have a different effect. So I would really love to know. Let other people know in the comment section what you've experienced, what they've experienced. And if you enjoyed this, if this content was helpful to you, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post more. I'm your host, Kareem, with Maximum Sustained Performance, giving you the best information on TRT. I wish you the best of luck with your testosterone journey.